Hello, everybody, and welcome to the ninth episode of a Trader Deep Dive brought to you by Funding Frontier. I'm your host, Claudio, or you can call me Cloudy with a chance. But again, only if you are trading with Funding Frontier. If not, then there's no chances for you. Today, we have a fantastic guest. This is a unique guest in the fact that he's only 24 years old. He is currently residing in Canada, but he is from India. So we've got a nice sort of mix over here. And again, we've got a global audience and we know we like appealing to everyone. And that's why we've got this man here. He is here to share his wisdom. He's here to tell you what he's about. And again, that's what the Trader Deep Dive is about. It's about funded traders who are trading the funding frontier, who are successful, and they are here to impart their wisdom. So, without further ado, let me introduce you to Harman, aka also known in Canada as Jerry.
Hello, how are you?
Good, thanks. And you, Harman? Or should I say Jerry? What do you prefer?
I would prefer Jerry. It's gonna be more easier for you.
Okay. That's very
Yeah,
considerate, sir. So,
yeah,
so let's go with Jerry. Jerry, I mean, before we kick off the show, before we dive
yeah,
into a little bit about who you are, we start off with the trade maker. That's Funding Frontier's version of an icebreaker. And the question I have
yeah.
for you today is: would you rather sparkle in the day or glow in the night?
Oh, I would prefer to glow in the night.
Oh my goodness! Of course you
Yeah,
would.
yeah,
Why? Tell
yeah.
people why you'd rather do that.
So that's basically related to trading because I've been trading with London session a lot, like last year. Now I'm basically New
Mhm.
York session, but I was in London session and that happens at like 3 a.m. Eastern at night. So that's why I like to just zone out at night, and I just like to glow at night. After as soon as I hit my gym at night, like 12 o'clock, I come and trade London session at night. So like night is basically my time.
Amazing. So you are a night owl, and this is why you're
Yeah,
successful.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
People
love
call
that.
me vampire.
I can actually see the vampire Jerry over here. You've even got like the Funding Frontier glow to you with the background there. It's looking
Yeah,
amazing, dude. They're trading
yeah,
from the high-rise building in New York.
yep, yes, I am. That's a goal eventually.
Amazing.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
Jerry, look, you are a successful trader already with Funding Frontier. In total, you've received $2,168, and let's tell the people a little bit more about you, your journey, and how you landed up in Canada.
So I came here as a student basically. Like when I was 18 years old, I just finished my high school and then senior secondary school, and then I decided I want to move to Canada because I was always thinking it's a better lifestyle there, it's better opportunities there. So I moved to Canada in 2018, and I got familiar with trading in 2022.
Okay.
But yeah,
But
I landed in Canada in 2018.
before we unpack the trading part, so you just
Yeah,
decided out of all places to go to Canada from India. Why Canada?
I I think it was like just in the air in my part of the country. Like everybody
Mhm.
wanted to go to Canada at that point. So people were struggling to go to Canada. So basically it was in my mindset too that okay, if everybody wants to go to Canada, I'm gonna go to Canada too to find out
Okay, but
what's actually there. Yeah,
yeah,
that
but I mean
was
that's
basically,
crazy.
yeah, like people have a goal that okay, I wanna be a pilot, I wanna be a doctor. My eventual goal was I wanna go to Canada.
I love that.
Yeah,
I mean, and you were
yeah.
young as well. So I mean, that's
Yeah,
already. I mean, what age was that? You're only 24 years old now,
yeah, I was 18 years old when I moved to Canada.
and
I
completely by
just turned
yourself.
18, yeah, completely by myself. Yeah, yeah. The first house I went to, I booked a taxi. Nobody came to pick me up on the airport. I booked a taxi over there, and I went to the house that I was going to.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
that's
real struggle because I'm the first one from my family to come to Canada.
yeah. I mean, how is that? How is like it's tough being away from family. So how are you managing all of that?
Uh, I think it's just the excitement that I had to come to Canada, and I
Hmm.
was always goal driven. So I always wanted to be more than average. So I was always looking for the opportunities which would not let me think about what's going on back home, or it won't distract me from anything. Yeah,
Yeah, I
so
mean,
I wasn't basically thinking a lot about my parents, I would say. Yeah, but yeah, like my schedule was always busy. I was always working. I would go when I didn't have a job in the beginning. I got job in 30 days. People were always saying, "Oh, there's no jobs in Canada." I got jobs in 30 days. I gave her like hundreds of resume, and just
Yeah.
by luck, I got a job
Well, I don't know if
at
that's
Tim
luck.
Hortons.
I
Yeah.
think you downplaying that a little bit. I mean, that's pure persistence and hard work. So
Oh,
what is the first job that you got in Canada?
I was a baker at Tim Hortons. It's a
Wow.
coffee shop here. Yeah,
Did you know anything
it's a
about baking before that?
no, no idea. I had no
Amazing.
not a single clue. Yeah, but I was working night shifts as a baker in Tim Hortons.
Okay, but
Yeah.
now you are I mean, it goes with the title. You are a lead hand in a production department. Do you want to elaborate a little bit
Yes.
more what that means to the people that have never
So
heard of that?
yeah, so basically I work alongside my supervisor. So my
Hmm.
supervisor is more in the meetings, and I basically watch the floor while he's away. And
Yeah,
I work in a chicken plant, so we process like 16,000 birds a day within 10 hours. That's how many birds we process in a day in a kosher chicken plant. And I work as a lead hand where my main responsibility is to take care of the orders, make sure all the orders are getting filled, and make sure all the people are getting their breaks on time. And that's basically my main opportunities, my main, sorry, responsibilities. Yeah, so 2018 I moved to Canada 1 month after I got my job at Tim Hortons. I was
hmm,
working there for like 1.5 year to 2 years. I don't completely remember that, as a baker. And then I found this chicken place that I currently work at. I've been working there for 4 years now. I started as general labor over there, just doing normal jobs. But as I said earlier, I always wanted to be above normal. So I was getting curious about other things there. So I initially became a tray pack operator. So if anybody goes to a Costco or another retail stores, you would see trays of chicken with few pieces in it. That's what I used to pack. Used to run the machine that packs it. And from there, after tray pack operator, I became a lead hand.
that's
So
amazing,
basically, I'm
man.
just waiting for my supervisor position right now.
Amazing. Is that currently in the
Yeah,
works?
it's in the works. I'm seeing it like it's gonna be in the next 2 to 3 months.
Jerry, this is I don't often get this excited on the other side, but I'm loving this energy. There's a clear reason you left your country by yourself. You got a job within 30 days. You're now in a sort
Yes.
of lead position and you just want to keep and you're 24 years old and you're getting payouts from Funding Frontier. My goodness, there's a lot to keep up with. People, this
Oh, it's a
man,
lot, man.
yeah. Is there anything else you want to touch on that with regards to before we talk trading? I mean, let's like the what's been the biggest obstacle so far to date for you? Not in a trading sense, in a day-to-day sense.
Uh, See, I don't believe in obstacles anymore. Like there's nothing that is impossible, especially for me. I just get to sleep for 6 hours. That's it. I hit gym consistently. Even okay, I'm gonna tell you one more thing. When I reached Canada here, I was 125 pounds, and right now I'm sitting at 160 pounds, and that's all lean muscle. That's all I gained during the process. I never miss my workout.
So
I
what you're
train
trying
for
to
like two
say,
hours a day.
you're trying to say
That
that
on
your
top of
abs are as
trading
lean,
and my job,
yeah?
yeah, on top of trading, on top of my job, I also go to gym and I also cook for myself. That's all
Amazing.
within 1 day period.
Look at that. He's also
Yeah,
I think this should be another version of The Bachelor. You're also freely advertising. I'm assuming, are you single? Is that a terrible
I'm
assumption?
single. Yeah,
You're single, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah.
Listen, if there are any ladies out there who are looking for a great trader, driven man, here's your guy flipping. Harman, I'm loving this. Okay, let's actually go down the trading route now. So
Yeah, let's go.
it was 2 years ago, right? A friend told you about trading, and it was
Yes.
largely within the stocks sort of side of things. Then you
Yeah,
decided to go down the forex route.
yeah.
Why did you prefer that instead of stocks?
So initially, my friend told me that in order to trade stocks, it's you need a quite a bit of money to start with. So I didn't know
Okay.
anything about stocks, but that's what he said. So I said, okay, I believed him, okay. But then I thought, okay, I'm gonna save up some money and start for it. But then I gotta start learning it. And
Hmm.
he did not have a proper mentor. But one of my other friends, he has a mentor, Raja Banks.
Okay.
So yeah, but my common friend, that was a friend with another friend, he didn't know what stock is and what forex is, and I didn't know what stock is and what forex is. So he got me in contact with Raja, and I bought his course, and his course was about forex. So basically, that's how I got started with the forex trading.
Okay, so you jumped straight
Yeah,
into Raja Banks and you
yeah,
started
yeah.
picking up things there. And then you were just obviously, so he was your go-to guy as to what you're learning. Is there, what was the process? Were you watching it online? Were you reading it? What were you doing?
I was watching the online videos, so everybody knows Raja Banks in forex industry. Most of the people do actually. Yeah. So he has a market fluidity course that I bought,
Hmm.
and it was like 500 US dollars. It's a lifetime subscription that had pre-recorded videos that I can watch at my own convenience.
Hmm.
So so okay,
But
on the
wait,
weekends.
Arman, that is
Yeah,
that's quite a commitment, right? So you obviously hear about Raja.
yeah.
You then do a little bit more research, and off the job that you picked up now, you've decided that you're actually going to invest in paying for this course to learn a bit. So you're investing in yourself and your education. That's, as a young man, you could be doing anything with your money, and that's what you're choosing.
That's what I choose. Yeah, yeah. I am a very big believer of self investment.
Okay, well, I
Yeah,
love that
I
self-investment.
invest.
Keep going.
Yeah, I've invested a lot of money in myself. There's a lot of courses that I have done on leadership,
Hmm.
courses I've done on, there's something called Lean Six Sigma.
Hmm.
That's basically, that's a production based thing, like just to get my
Okay.
higher position in my company. Yeah, but that's an expensive course too. That's like $1,500 in total, and it has six belts, same like karate or something. Yeah, it has six belts, and right now I'm on yellow belt. That's second phase.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got a lot of things going in my background.
Well, we can
Yeah,
hear this, but going back to the E, so you pay for this course of the Raja Banks. Pick up from there
yeah,
again. What are your
yeah,
next
yeah,
steps?
yeah, yeah. I paid for my course Raja Banks, and I was working at Domino's on the weekends as a driver. So what I would basically do is, while I was waiting for my orders, instead of just waiting and sitting over there, I'd bring my laptop to Domino's, and I would study over there, watch his videos, because it's not pretty busy during the time I work. So that's when basically I watched all of my videos. I used to work on Friday, Saturday, Sunday at Domino's, and I would spend at least 6 hours a day watching his videos.
Cheapers. Okay.
Yeah,
That's one way
yeah,
to maximize your time. So you really
that's
understand the value of time. I think
yeah,
the
I
other thing
do.
that you've mentioned is you like reading. So apart
Yep.
from doing all these courses in leadership and trading, do you read other things like fictional things, not fictional things? What do you, look at that, the psychology of money. This man
Yeah,
is just always
yeah.
busy. Keep that
Oh
mind
yeah.
curious.
Yeah, I got lots of book around me here. I got Money Master the Game, Think and Grow Rich, Atomic Habits, uh how many laws of power? 48 laws of power. Yeah, I got all the books right there.
Cheapers. Again,
Yeah.
which one would you recommend to everyone right now watching?
So, if you want to get interested in reading books, you need to start with The Alchemist. That's just
Yes,
a
Paulo
fictional
Coelho.
story. Yeah, yeah,
Love
yeah.
it. Love
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yes.
That's a small book, and it's just going to get you interested in reading. And once you finish that book, then you can get to psychology
Yeah.
of money, atomic habits. If you want to get into good habits, that atomic habits, then you can go to 48 laws of power. And then if you're in Canada or US, you can also go to Money Master the Game. That's going to help you save money, and it's going to basically teach you how to invest the money properly. And then you can
Yeah.
also read psychology of money. Yeah,
And what I like
it's
about
all
that
money
is
based.
what your preference and what you've chosen there is, so number one, again, you utilizing your time really effectively, going while you're working in your off time, you either researching or watching videos that you've paid a course for. Then you've
Yep,
got books to keep that mind stimulated. And those books, I mean, you mentioned The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. That's not a hard read, but that's an
that's not hard.
inspirational read. And that's one to keep you focused. And it can keep you reading. And a lot of those books are like that. So I think amazing stuff there. I think with regards to your trading influences, again, We've mentioned Raja Banks. We know him. Is there anyone else other than your friends, anyone else that's influence or other trader influences that you have?
My brother is. I got him into trading too. He came 3 years after me to Canada, or four
Yeah.
years. Yeah, he came in 2022 here, and I got him studying Raja Banks too. Like I already bought the course, so I gave him my subscription. I said, okay, here you go. And
Is he older or
he's
younger?
no, he's younger than me. So
Okay.
if I'm 24, he's 21 years old. So there's another 21-year-old trader that you are gonna be
Amazing.
interviewing soon.
Brilliant. I love that
Yeah,
confidence. And you also you keep
yeah.
each other accountable.
Yeah, we don't trade at the same time. It's just the schedules don't match because right now I'm
Yeah.
trading New York session and he's trading London session. But most of the times we go to other's desktop and we ask, okay, how was your trading day? What trades did you take? Okay, this was not a
Mhm.
right trade to take, or okay, this was the right setup to take. Yeah, we
And
usually look after each
what's
other.
what I like about that is a lot of the time when we have people here is they tend to be quite isolated. And the fact that you found someone in your brother that you're kind of inspiring and mentoring, it keeps you honest, it keeps him honest, and then also gives you something to chat about and focus on goals together. I love that part of this. And I mean, again, just for everyone watching for the first time or for the second time, or just people watching Mr. Jerry over here, these are the sort of lifestyle habits that you need to make to be successful. And he is currently a successful funding frontier, and it seems like he's going to keep going. I think something that you've mentioned in your interviews there, Jerry, is that when you said when it comes to drinking and having parties, I mean, it doesn't seem like you got any time for that. But it says you don't do that because you don't want to miss a workout. And it's not necessarily, what I'm getting from you is your workout isn't a success, sacrifice, but rather a healthy choice in your lifestyle. Is that correct?
It is very correct. Yeah. Yeah, I always try to. So basically that's my reason. If somebody asks me, okay, let's go to party or something, I would say no, I still gotta hit the gym. That will basically avoid the party. And then I don't like to be in the crowd a lot because I just think that's a waste of time. Since I don't right now, I think I don't have a lot to celebrate, right? So
Yeah.
why should I be wasting my time partying out when later when I have financial freedom I can do it all the time,
Yeah.
right? So that's
And
what basically I think.
just to remind everyone, those words are coming from a 24-year-old. So
Yeah.
this is a person with a great expectation on his own shoulders. I think sometimes you can loosen up because Haman, you have achieved some good things and you're going to keep achieving some good things. But let's go down the trading strategy, your trading strategy. Let's discuss the sort of ins and outs. You've come out saying that you're less risky and more robotic. What does that mean for people listening?
So what does robots do? They just follow a program over and over again, right? You
Hmm.
program the robot once and he's just gonna follow it over and over again. Doesn't matter it's a successful program or whatever it is. So trading is basically you have to stick to your plan. You create a plan, you create a program, and you stick to it. That's basically I will call it's a robotic behavior when you do something over and over. But if it's actually helping you to get the payouts and get your money back, that's actually a good plan.
It sounds like a great plan. And we're
Yeah,
talking about that plan and the roboticness of it. Do you
yeah.
allow some? So, say you stick into your plan and it's working. When the plan doesn't work, do you allow some affordance where you change it a little bit and try and see what will work and what won't work, or don't you?
So according to me, there is no trading plan that's not working. If you create a trading plan, when you're creating a trading plan, you're thinking something and it's always working. It's just if it's not working, then there is something that you're not following in that trading plan. So every trading plan is a successful trading plan. It's just we are not. I am 2 years into trading right now, and I still go down that path of over trading and over risking sometimes. But I've improved a lot, and right now it's literally like a robot. Like okay, if losing trade, stop trading. If winning trade, look for another trade. That's how
Hmm.
just if else, if else.
And it seems like the fact that, I mean, the fact that you're even saying robotic in your sentence as your strategy
Yeah.
and your style, it almost seems like you completely remove that emotion from those decisions.
Yeah, like trading is 20% knowledge, 80% psychology, or 90% psychology. But if you take the emotions out, and now I if you take the emotions out of the screen, that's
Hmm.
it. You're just looking at digital money, and if you lose money today, there is always tomorrow that you can come back to. So I've also read the book Trading Psychology.
Okay.
What is it called? Trading in the Zone. Yeah, that's what have changed me a lot.
So that trading in the zone is like when you're seeing the money on the screen, there's no emotional attachment to it, but rather just seeing it as a digital number floating around that you're playing around with.
Yes, that's how I like to see it. Like, but I still know it's gonna be converted into real money, but so far it's just a digital money. If I lose $200, okay, that's not a
Mm.
problem. I'm gonna come back and make it tomorrow. Okay, if I lose it tomorrow, I like to think it as losing day is okay, losing week is okay, but losing month is not okay. If it's a losing month, then there is something wrong with your trading plan. That's when there is actually something wrong, because okay, markets can be, deceiving sometimes, and
Hmm.
they can be doing what you don't want it to do, but it won't happen it over 20 days in a month. It will happen for okay 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day. But if it happens
Yeah.
over and over again, then there is something wrong with the trading plan.
Wow. And I mean, it's only been two years that you've been doing this.
Yes, it's 2 years.
It,
Yeah, I still think it's very little time
yeah.
for
I
people
mean,
to.
that's
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
what I want to get to. Is like it's very short. It's a short time for you to you've kind of found your feet and you found a formula that's working for you. I mean, how long was the period of your failures? Like in terms of you talking days, you talking months, if it takes longer. Like what was your breaking point there? Whereas you went, I found something that's working for me.
Yeah, I'm talking about 1.5 year of struggle, and last six
Okay.
months of okay, feeling it that okay, I will make it. It
Okay.
seems possible. Yeah,
Almost like a boxer in the ring, finding his feet, finding his rhythm, and now you're slipping
yeah,
and you're dodging and you're throwing those jabs out and you've got your strategy.
yeah. It's just finding your edge in the market, or getting
Fu-
more comfortable with the markets. Yeah,
Well, you're comfortable. You certainly are comfortable. And the question that I have
right now
now for
I'm.
you is that with regards to the challenging obstacle, following the question that I had before that, you mentioned about striking a balance with regards to what you were struggling with. And for anyone joining for the first time and the newbies, what was that challenge? What was that obstacle you were facing?
I would say it was actually over trading and over risking. That was a very big obstacle I had in the beginning. As soon as
Hmm.
I would have a lose, doesn't matter, I would have a winning week or two winning weeks. As soon as I would have a losing day, I would
Hmm.
just go deep into that the whole of over trading and over risking until either I blow up my account or I lose everything that I would have in my live account. That was the
Okay.
biggest obstacle that had much to do with my psychology, and
Hmm.
that's the reason I had to develop a robotic behavior to just follow my plan. Yeah, but
And
that
was
obstacle,
that an
it took. Yeah,
yeah,
go
yeah,
ahead.
go sorry, go ahead. Yeah?
Yeah, no, yeah, I was saying that's the obstacle that took me almost 1 year, 1.5 year to overtake. But once I had that out of the screen, out of the business, I was all
Mhm.
set up.
And was that because of the eagerness to want to be successful and then you went down like a revenge trading path?
Yeah, it's basically that's how it's happened. I want to be successful, but there is a quote that trading is the most difficult way to make easy money. Everybody
Hmm.
says that okay, it's just a screen, you sit over there, you execute the trades. That's not how it works. This is most difficult thing to do, I would say, trading. And yeah, when you see the money there, and then you see that the move is happening, happening on the opposite direction, and instead of buying a low, you end up buying a high
Hmm.
just in the revenge trade, and then it ends up coming down. Then you lose more. Then you think, okay, it's coming down, it's gonna go more down. What happens is you end up selling at a low, and then it goes up, and then there's this spiral that continues on. Especially when uh, there are instruments like gold that's very volatile.
Yeah.
It,
So I
it
mean,
moves way way too
we're gonna
fast.
chat about the gold there, Jerry. But the one thing I
Yeah.
want to ask you about is when you are trading, and specifically the money that you get paid out. And with regards to Funding Frontier, your payouts come out every 14 days. Your management of that money, we already know you spend some money on education, on yourself, on your gym. But what is your financial plan with the earnings that you make?
My eventual plan someday is to move to Dubai, get closer to my country, India,
Hmm.
because I'm not too excited about Canada anymore. So basically, I'm saving up my money so I'll be able to move to Dubai. Whatever I make from trading, I don't touch it at all. It goes direct to my saving account because I still work at Domino's for a Saturday, and I
Hmm.
have a full-time job that I work at. So that's what is paying all my bills, my insurances, my gym, my food. That's what is paying everything. I'm still saving up from that end, but whatever
Hmm.
I make from trading is just extra, which I just save it on side, and I just keep it on side to just invest in a property in Dubai, and then eventually get a golden visa there and move to Dubai.
I mean, that sounds
Especially
like a
there are
great plan.
low taxes in Dubai.
Yeah, the low tax and the great hot weather. It sounds like
Yeah,
a perfect, very different to the cold that you're experiencing now in Canada.
yeah. It's too cold here too. Especially I'm living right by the lake, Ontario. I'm
Hmm.
right on the
Okay.
lake. Yeah, and the weather here is terrible. Like right now, it's summers. Supposed to be summers, but it's cold outside. It's like 20 degrees outside.
Oh, no, that's not
Yeah,
good, especially for someone coming from India. Mm-mm, mm-mm,
yeah.
mm-mm.
No,
I mean, I'm
yeah.
from South Africa. I like the heat, so going there, no, it's not a good fit. I think, Jerry, you've mentioned your best trade to us. You've told us, but tell
Oh
the
yeah.
people what your best trade was, and it was around a news event specifically.
Yeah, no, not in the news even. It was when Ukraine and Russia war news came out that okay, Russia attacked Ukraine, and
Mm,
I think basically US was supporting Ukraine, and it was a bad thing for US that somebody attacked a country that they are supporting. So we were expecting it was called out by Raja Banks, and we were expecting gold to just go up and US dollar to drop. And I went 5 lot buy. That was on my live account, and I went 5 lots buy in that trade, and that trade went for like 350 pips.
mm-hmm.
$35.
That's massive.
Gold increased $35. It's a lot. And then I ended up making 17,500 US dollars. When you convert it to Canadian dollars, that's basically like 23 or $24,000.
Yeah, what is that feeling like when you saw that happen?
See, at that time I was already into my robotic behavior. So I was like, okay, this is just another day.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was for sure I was happy about it. I posted on my Instagram and everywhere about it. Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
showed it off to my friends. Okay, this is what I made. Because
But
there
then
were
you were
some
focused
people.
on the next goal.
Yeah, I was just okay. I closed my desktop and then I was off to my work, my gym, and then there's another day.
And what did you do
Yeah,
with
but
that money? That's seventeen thousand five
oh,
hundred
that's
dollars.
sitting in my savings account right now.
Okay, amazing.
Yeah,
That's brilliant. And like you mentioned the obstacle with regards to the over trading and revenge trading sort of thing. But what's quite interesting is you choose gold for a reason when you
yeah,
trade. Um, s- and the gold that you trade, you spoke about because it's quite volatile, and that's so you started off with stocks. You learned a bit, and then you went forex, and now you're with the volatility of the gold. Is that the main reason you were with gold? Because it's quite a place where you can make money when you're trading.
yeah. So last year I was doing gold and GBP, JPY, pound yen,
Hmm.
but then this year I thought like, okay, I just want to be perfect at gold because we know there's money in gold. So I just want to watch at these charts. I'm just gonna back test gold. It is volatile, but once you wait for your setups to appear, it actually works out. So I've been looking at gold from day one of this year. I did not
Yeah,
take any trade on any other instrument. There are hundreds of other instruments. I didn't take a trade on any one of them, and I've only been looking at gold and the US dollar because there are
I,
lots of opportunities in gold.
I like that. So for anyone
Yeah.
listening, that's where the opportunity is. I think we're going to do something different for the show today. But before we do that, I just want to ask you one more question before we do the nice surprise we have for the viewers. How much money have you made in total from your personal and prop trading, if you don't mind sharing?
Yeah, it's close to 37,000 US dollars. Yeah.
Look at that. This
With
man's 24
and
people. Make notes. Make notes.
yeah, 37 US dollars. I like to say like I made that money in last 7 or 8 months, or actually, yeah, 8 to 9 months. I made that money in last 8 to 9 months. But I would like to say that I made that money in last 2.5 years because I've been trying to do it from day one.
Yeah.
So they would be like, okay, first 2 years I wouldn't make any money. First 3 years I wouldn't make any money. But then third year I would make 1,000, $100,000. That's how
Yeah.
trading works until you find your edge. So third year I would make $100,000. It doesn't mean that you made $100,000 in 1 year. It means you made
No.
$100,000 in last 3 years, and that's still
Exactly.
30. That's still $33,000 a year. And
Yeah.
if you're in trading, if somebody else is in trading, you want to think a bigger picture. Like it's not about how much you're losing today, it's how much are you gonna make in the future, when you get your edge over the market. That's how you
Yeah.
would want to think. Okay, if you are gonna make 30,000 in this year, and then it's gonna be divided by 3 years, and then it's 10,000 a year over what you're making right now.
Yeah,
That's
and it's
how
not a
I like
false
to think it.
sense. It's not a
Yeah,
false sense of success or false sense of achievement. It's being honest with yourself and knowing what it's taken to get there and working that
yeah,
out and how much it's cost you. And I think that's the best way to keep going and how to keep your
yeah,
feet in the ground. So I think, are you ready, Jerry? Are you ready to pretty much take people through your day to day? I mean, we know you trade gold. Let's
yeah,
just show this quickly before we talk it through. I think just so people understand, your general routine is you trade from 7 to 10. You then
yeah,
do 1 to 2 trades on a daily. And
yeah,
just specifically, you don't risk more than 0.5%.
yeah.
I've got my
So
notes here.
yeah, yeah, you
So
got your
just walk
notes.
us through your steps. Walk us through your steps, what your process is, what you're trading with, and how you would assess this current situation here.
So this window you see here, this is Magic Keys. This is a risk
Mm-hmm.
management tool. I have it on me right now, but this is a risk management tool. You can see I have 3 trades left here for today,
Okay.
right? I have 3 trades left here for today. My maximum risk is 2% today, and if I take more than 3 trades, it would show me a pop-up that said you are done for your trading day. It's more than 3 trades. Do you still want to continue? I would have to press that button like 5 times if I want to take another trade. But this is a risk management tool I use.
Yeah.
And then if basically I will do my analysis here, I will just go on daily. You can see here my candles. Okay, I'll show you on the smaller time frames too.
That's okay.
But here, look at this, what I got on my screen here. Always wait for your edge
Mm-hmm.
to appear. Just a reminder that I gotta wait for my edge to appear. Yeah, I didn't
Okay.
take any trades in this week because I've been pretty busy. I was on morning shifts this week. Yeah, so I was supposed to be at work right now, but I told them, okay, I got an interview. I'm gonna be late. Yeah, so this is a 4 hour
Priorities.
candle.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a 4 hour candle, but you can see here how spaced out my trades are. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
just waiting for my edge over the market. There's like this trade was taken in one 4 hour candle. This is another 4 hour candle. This is another 4 hour candle. So
Okay.
that over trading and over risking is out of the picture right now. So when I start trading, I would just start with looking at the daily. How is daily doing?
Mm-hmm.
And right now we can see this is an uptrend. So I would basically be going to the lower time frames and looking at uh, the confirmations for this trade
And
that I
specifically
can.
now, the lower time frame that you're in, what time frame is this? Still the 4 hourly.
Right now it's 4 hourly, but I would go to eventually go to 30 minutes to look for the trades.
Okay.
But this is just to get a bias that is it gonna be a buy or is it gonna be a sell? What is it gonna be? That's what is basically I like to look for, to just to get a bias that what I'm looking for here. And then this is a 1 hour time frame. See, markets have pretty been, you can see it's basically consolidating a lot. So that's why I don't have a lot of trades here too. But I got these trades here. Yeah, this was my losses. These
Okay.
were my losses, and this was my profit. It's small. It seems like a small candle, but this is a $3 change. It's a 30 pip trade I took, and you can see I made $200 on this trade. I took one lot, buy, and I called it a
Okay.
day.
So Jerry, can
Yeah.
you just walk us through your daily rituals when you assessing this? So, yeah, in that 3 hour period, what are the key things you do? What is step one to eventually the trade? So, step one to step whatever it is that you take.
Yeah,
So, like
step one
you've
is
done that, yeah.
right away go to daily candle and
Mm-hmm.
just look what am I actually looking for? Am I looking for buys or am I looking for sell? And then
Cool.
I would just drop down on the bottom lower time frames and just wait for let's say I was expecting for a buy. I would wait for a support to be formed and wait for a confirmation for the buys. Just wait
Mm-hmm.
for my edge over the market, and then I would just jump into that trade. Yeah, that's it. That's basically my ritual. That's it. And I'm just gonna wait at the 30 minute. I will create my zones,
But
like
for
it's
3 hours,
yeah.
what are you doing for 3 hours? You doing that? So you're playing
Oh
around with, yeah,
no, I'm just creating the zones and I'm just waiting. That is it. Or
patience.
I got yeah, and I read the book. That's it.
I love that. And again,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
all
all
you're
I
doing
do.
really is you are literally confirming how you maximize your time. And
Yeah,
while you're waiting for the play to take place, so again, just going to overview or summarize what you do is you go in, you open the chart, you look at your different time frames, you look at the bias for the day, up or down, whatever you think is going to happen. You try and find your best position or entry point. And then in that process of making an assumption where you think it's going to go, you wait. And in that waiting period, you read. Is
yeah,
that right?
that's right. Absolutely right. So first thing I do is do the analysis, see how soon is the candle gonna close, and then I go cook my breakfast. I get my breakfast, I finish it on my table, and then if I have leftover time, I read the book.
And there
Yeah.
you go. That's maximizing your life with
And then
Jerry, ladies and
also
gentlemen.
yeah, like some part of that 3 hours is where I'm gonna take the trade, and depends how long my trade is gonna last for, and when
Mm.
I'm in a trade, I'm looking at the markets. I'm going from at that time going from 15-minute time frame as well to see like if I can manage my risk or is there any resistance. Yeah. So
And has there
that
ever
three
been a
hours I not
period?
even
Is
yeah,
there ever,
those three
sorry,
hours they
has there ever
passes
been a
by real
period?
fast.
Oh, damn it, man, Jerry, I'm too
Yeah.
excited to ask this question. Finish what you were saying.
Yeah.
Finish.
Yeah, I was just saying like those 3 hours they pass by very fast. I don't even feel them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, naturally it does move because you're keeping yourself
Yeah.
busy. But the question I wanted to ask you is that has there ever been a moment where within that 3 hour period you've charted something and your prediction or wherever you're going to make that trade and that entry point is coming up, but you've also got to get to work and it's like a touch and go situation. What do you do there? Do you decide to be late for work or do you just say no? Tomorrow's another
No,
day.
no, I just say okay, that's it. I'm gonna go to work. Yeah,
Brilliant.
I because I gotta be on time for my basically my position, which is
Mm,
not too high, but still it's valuable in my company. So I gotta get there
yeah.
on time. But if I start at 7 o'clock until 10 o'clock, there is my move has basically happened in that time. At ten
Yeah.
o'clock, that's when London is starting to close, and I don't trade that time. The latest I take a trade is 9:30. That's when the
Okay.
New York Stock Exchange opens. But
Hmm.
that candle is very volatile candle, and basically that my trade lasts for like 10 to 15 minutes, and I'm done by 10 o'clock. And then I get
Awesome.
up, I get ready for work, and then I go to work.
And I think it's being very specific and clear with yourself again what that distinction is. Trading is my hobby and it's the thing I'm bringing in additional income, but my first priority is the job that I have and the career that I'm growing while I can still do the thing on the side. And that's how you obviously emotionless in the decision making, but going, this is what I need to do and this is the priority, which is fantastic.
Yes.
I think that has been incredibly insightful, Jerry. We're going to move over to the funding frontier side of things. And the thing I want to know is, especially for people watching this, why a prop firm, if they got personal capital or not personal capital, why did you go prop firm route with your trading?
I went for from just to trade with the higher capital, just to get those that $50,000 in my on my screen that I can trade with. It's
Mm,
basically I don't want to risk a lot of money in order to make let's say 1% of $50,000 is $500.
Yeah.
right? But if I see 1% of $10,000, that'll be $100. It's just doing the same thing, but your capital is more. And now, in order to make $100 on a $50,000 account, I would only have to risk 0.2%.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then again,
yeah,
it
with
comes
my
down to
strategy.
your risk management plan, right?
Yeah, yeah. So I'll be risking way less money on my account and still making the same amount of money that I'll be making at 10,000 account. So that was my eventual goal with the $50,000 account, that I will just be risking very less amount, 0.5% or 1% a day, and I'll still be making a lot of money.
Yeah, and I think those are valid points. Do you just want to unpack quickly because I know you've got one, but with regards to your risk management plan and how working with a leveraged fund is sort of complementary to that risk management plan.
Leverage fund as in how much dollars do I risk a
Yeah,
day?
well, we've pretty much already established that if you have
Yeah,
more money to trade with, you can obviously make more, even if it's that 1-2% gains that you're trying to do. But what is the
yeah.
step by step process of your risk management plan?
So number one thing is I only take 1 to 2 trades a day,
Mm-hmm.
maximum 2 trades a day. That is very important, because if there is one losing trade a day, I would basically call it off unless I see a very good setup. So what would that prevent from me doing is I won't be over trading or over risking anymore, because human can only make very few logical decisions a day. After that, the emotional part takes over.
Yeah.
Once you're done times, then it's gonna be just the revenge trading and over trading. So
Sorry, I'm
I
sorry.
would,
I'm just
yeah.
laughing. I'm laughing because I'm thinking when if you take out all the emotion through your trading, I feel sorry for those chickens when you come across them when you're going to work. If you're taking your emotion out on them, hey,
Oh no, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not emotional over there at all.
okay,
Yeah,
of course not,
yeah.
because you're a
From
leader, and that's what you've
yeah,
learned in your leadership books. I think
yeah. That's
the, Jerry, Jerry. So why Funding Frontier though? Many prop firms out there. What is the decision to go with Funding Frontier?
so. I was with another prop firm before, and I did not have a very good experience with it, and it got shut down in Canada. And then Raja Banks suggested, I asked in the group chat that, okay, I'm looking for another prop firm, which which needs to be able to work in Canada for long time. And then he said, there's this Funding Frontier that's Dubai based and it's working in Canada, and I think that's a good prop firm. So I said, okay, I'm gonna use it. And then when I went to the website, the prices were cheap. It was unlimited trading time. That was like most important thing for me, because I like to risk very less money. So it would take me long time to make 10%, or or actually it wasn't 10%. Guess what? It was 7.5%. Other prop firms
Yeah,
have 10%. Other prop firms have 10% of phase one. This was
yeah,
7.5%. Even better. Lower prices, even better. And then
yeah.
they were also with the C trader, which I like using more than MetaTrader. So
Okay.
yeah, so I also saw C trader, so I said, okay, I'm gonna use the C trader as well. So basically, that was my go-to. So I said, okay, I'm gonna go with Funding Frontier. That's it. And
Yeah.
then
I think
after
you did a
that, I was
fantastic
always
job
with,
explaining that. Cheapers,
huh?
dude, you are flying
Yeah,
this. You are flying with passing colors. Everything. Did you study before coming on here? Is this ridiculous? What book did you read to do an interview?
I did not do any book. I
Because
I,
it
I
sounds
just
like you
listened
got all the
to,
answers.
yeah, I just listened to a lot of podcasts. That's it.
Well, maybe you should start your own one day because you're doing phenomenally well. Yeah, I think before we move on from Funding Frontier, the initiation stage in the challenge versus the verification stage, the two steps, step one and step two. Which one is harder?
I would say the funding phase. Once you're funded, that's more harder, because that's when you're making the real money, right? When it's a challenge phase, you always know that, okay, if I lose this, I will get another, what, I will spend another $300 and get another challenge. But once you're in a funding phase, you have that pressure that I spent 2 months or a lot of time passing those two phases. If I mess up
Yeah,
here, then it's gonna be a problem. I would have to go 2 months again. That'll actually bring me back 2 months in my schedule. So
yeah,
funding phase is a little bit more challenging, little bit more pressure on your mind, because that's when a real money comes into your account, and that's when you think, okay, I'm losing the real money here. Yeah, that's a little bit more challenging. But if you see it with my perspective, I did everything in the same as in it was all same. 0.2% or 0.5% in challenge, 0.5% in phase 2, 0.5% risk in funding. Nothing changed for me. And there's nothing that is going to change for me unless I want to increase my risk a little bit once I
Yeah.
get more comfortable. But yeah, for me it was all balanced up because I
Mm.
wasn't too worried about funding phase as well. But if you want to see what has most pressure, that'll be funding phase
And
because
there you
you'll
go,
be
step
eager
by step
to.
guide.
Sorry.
No, no, I was just saying for anyone listening, this is step by step guide as to how you're
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
manage these different steps here.
yeah. It's people want quick money. That's not how trading works. You're
Yeah.
gonna make quick money, but you're gonna make it. You're gonna lose it quickly too, unless
Yeah.
you're following the risk management plan.
And I mean, you saying this, you proof in the pudding, and there's plenty of stats from Funding Frontiers perspective that actually says the traders that treat it the way you're treating it are the ones that are successful, and the ones that are trying to make that quick money are the ones that tend to blow their accounts. One last thing
Y-
that you want to finish off with regards to Funding Frontier. What are your overall impression, or what is your overall impression with regards to Funding Frontier?
Uh, Funding Frontier is a really good trading firm, I would say, and especially the sport. Whenever I reach to sport, I get my issues fixed very fast. I
Mm-hmm.
don't have a lot of issues, but if I have any questions, I get a live chat reply very fast. So this was one of my very good experience with Funding Frontier. And then I would also like to share my one of my experience that I had with Funding Frontier. It was
Yeah.
when there was some small error on the back end where my trade was closed early, and I was in that trade. I did not close it. It was somehow closed from the back end, and I emailed support that okay, my trade was closed for some reason, and
Yeah.
if that trade was still open, I would have made this much money. I would have made $400. So they actually checked my trade and they refunded me $400. That okay, here you go. These are your $400 that you would have made if you were not in that trade. If you were in that trade, and that was a very good experience. Like they actually held themselves accountable, and okay, they accepted their mistake and they gave me my money back.
Well, yeah, that sounds
Yep.
amazing. I
Yeah.
mean,
I
ladies and
I'm
gentlemen, yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
yeah. I don't think any other prop firm would have done that, but yeah, I can't say that, but Funding Frontier actually did that.
Yeah, great experience, great
Yeah.
interview, great answer. I think what we're going to do now is we're going to move over to the rapid fire side of the or section of the show. And this is where I'm going to ask you some questions and you're going to hit me with those one word answers. Are you ready for this?
Yes, sir. Let's go.
All right. Day trading or long term investing?
Day trading.
Biggest trading win? You've already mentioned that, but just reiterate the number.
$17,500 US.
Most memorable trading loss?
$1,400 because I went to sleep after I executed a trade because I was tired.
Oof. But look, I can't blame you. The chickens were plucking, they're cackling
Yeah.
all night long. It's fine.
Yeah.
Pre pre market or after hours trading?
uh, Market open trading as soon as the market open. New York session
Market
or
open.
New York Stock Exchange open.
All right. This next question's a crypto question. Do you trade in crypto or not? Do you read anything about it?
Now, I do read a little about
Okay.
it,
Well, we're going to skip that
but
one.
yep,
Okay. But maybe you can answer this anyway. I'm going to say, which altcoin would you hold for 10 years if you're going to buy an altcoin now?
I have no information about altcoin. I'm
I
focused
like
on
this. Stick to
Forex.
what you know.
Yeah.
Forex. There we go. So, best financial advice you've ever received.
Best financial advice I've ever received. Okay, this is not a rapid fire question. I would have to think about it.
That's fine.
Yeah, I can't remember actually, because I'm not out with a lot of people, and the people that are my friends, they don't give financial advices.
But it could be from a book.
It could be from a book.
Yeah.
Yeah, so whatever is crazy for me might not be crazy for you,
Mm-hmm.
but whatever is crazy for you might not be crazy for me. If I say I'm gonna make $1 million next year, it's gonna be a crazy amount for you because you're only gonna make
Hey,
$50,000
don't judge
a
me.
year.
Don't judge me. Come
No,
on,
as
Jerry.
not
What,
you.
what do you think this
I'm
is?
talking
This
about.
is ridiculous.
No, no, no.
No, I'm
I'm
joking.
talking about the audience. Yeah, I'm talking about the audience. No, but that's how the code goes.
No,
Like
agreed.
crazy
Agreed.
money, crazy money
Mm,
for you might be okay money for somebody else, but
yeah.
okay money for you might be crazy amounts for somebody else.
Yeah.
So
No,
there's nothing
certainly.
that's crazy. It's all how you see it.
Yeah, exactly. You spoke about the
Yeah,
psychological aspect of it, and that's what it is. What is the
yeah.
worst financial advice you've received?
Uh, live paycheck to paycheck. Enjoy your life. Make it in 5 days. Spend it in one day.
Oof. Oof.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
And now we
worse.
know you read a lot of books. What is one book every trader should read?
The I would suggest too the Disciplined Trader by Mark Douglas and Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas.
Okay, those are two good ones. Two good ones
Yeah.
there. Last one for the rapid fire. Is the future of trading more human or is it more algorithmic?
Oh, there's it is always going to be human because market doesn't do anything over and over again. You need to actually think about what it's gonna do. There's I don't think the programs are gonna work in a long term because market doesn't act in the same behavior over and over again.
Good
There's
point.
always something different, and the programs are working on a preset instructions that are based
Yeah.
on previous data, but market is not going to do that all the time. But I would still say that humans are going to be making more returns than algorithms until
You
this
know,
humanity
I know
exists.
it's meant to be rapid fire question, but I think the way in which you've explained that really made the penny dropped. The penny dropped because the markets are human behavior. So
Yeah,
I liked how you
yeah,
rationalized that.
yeah. Like humans run the market. That's when everybody dumping their money. That's how the prices move.
Yeah. Right. This is for everyone that's stuck with us up until this point. This is the takeaway. This is the nugget of wisdom. Jerry, what are your parting words for anyone listening to the show today?
You gotta get your shit together, get your things together, invest the money in yourself. Stop going out on the weekends. Use that time to invest in yourself and
Mm,
do something with your life.
yeah,
You need to start. You need to start with going to gym. That's gonna make you more disciplined, and then you need to start working on your life.
yeah.
Choose a goal. It doesn't matter you want to be a musician, a trader. There is something that you want to do. Just give 100% in it in doing it. And I've never seen a person giving 100% to something and lose. If you're still losing, you just didn't try hard enough. That's what
Hard
I would like to
facts,
say.
hard facts, hard abs. Great interview, Mr.
Thank you.
Jerry. Love it. Absolutely love it. I think from my side, I'm super inspired by you. 24-year-old, head on, certainly screwed correctly. You are going to be going places. So I think for everyone watching, and if you've listened to this interview, just keep your tabs on Jerry because this is, I'm telling you now, this probably is not going to be the last time you hear of him. I think from our side, don't forget to join the community on the Discord channel if you want to get to speak to guys like Jerry. If you want to meet other traders, other funded traders, there's always that option there for you. If you're joining for the first time, we want to say thank you. If you're joining for the second time, we want to say we appreciate you. And if again this is more than your second time, then stop shadowing us. That's called stalking. But we do appreciate that. We do appreciate that. Jerry, thank you so much for joining us today. I'm super grateful. Funding Frontier, super grateful. And remember, if you don't know what to be cool.
Yep. There you go. Thank you. It was nice talking to you.
All right,
Yeah, it was an
you
hour
can
well
say
spent.
you can say goodbye to everyone too, because
Yeah,
I'm enjoying this so much. I
goodbye
don't want to
guys.
end it.
Just stay focused and you will see me in other interviews. I hope I see you guys, one of you guys get inspired by me, and I would like to get mention my name that okay, I saw that video and this is what inspired me.
Yeah, and of
Okay,
course
I'm
your
looking
handle's
forward
here.
to it. Yeah,
There's your handle. If you want to
yeah,
follow him as well, the handle's there. So chat to him there if you can't find him in the Discord streets of Funding Frontier. Right. Cheers, everyone.
Yeah, thank you.